down, DJ.
Probably heard or said, "Oh, she plays the piano. She must be really good at math." Or, "He seems to do a lot of art and he's really good at it. Maybe he must get really good grades in school as well." We all know for some reason there's a correlation between fine arts education and integration with doing well in school. And as a parent and being involved with the schools, I was genuinely interested in finding out why there's this correlation. So my purpose here today is to share with you what I have found, the information I have found, to reaffirm what we already knew, which is that the fine arts programs are helping our children with their education. I found substantial evidence about academic benefits, some surprising benefits, and then also I found neuroscience research of these benefits as well. Fine arts integration is proven to help to develop reading, language arts, math, spatial reasoning, and social skills. In a report from 2011 by the President's Committee on Arts and Humanities called Reinvesting in Arts Education, cited that there was substantial academic benefit to art education in schools that combined 2 decades of theory and policy recommendation about providing direct arts education as well as integrating arts into the core subjects. Their own research has shown basic higher achievement in math, reading, and reading scores, specifically better spatial reasoning from music instruction, and overall better motivation and engagement shown by higher educational goals and challenging themselves. Other great benefits of fine arts education are better creative thinking and creative and critical thinking skills. Also helps develop teamwork skills, social tolerance, and self-confidence. I was surprised by the effects of fine arts in teaching in low socioeconomic groups, English learners, and teachers. One of our surprising findings was some of the research had to do with socioeconomic children. Fine arts training gives them a 4 times higher chance of having high academic achievement. On average, they stay in school longer than their cohorts, and there is a reduced dropout rate, and they are 3 times more likely to have high attendance in school. They're in a longitudinal study interview with a group of low economic kids in their 20s, showed that they had gone to college and did well. They had current employment with a future. They volunteered in their communities, and also that they voted regularly in national elections. English learners also have an increased achievement in reading and language when involved with drama and visual arts. So it's helping them actually learn English quicker. And the biggest surprise was teachers also benefit from arts in their core subjects. A group of teachers from Montgomery County, Maryland said they felt organized, or re-energized and challenged by teaching in a new way, and 94% of them reported gaining new ways of teaching critical thinking. I'm going to finish up with Brain Matters. Really, it's just some research I found by neuroscientists and found it fascinating that a bunch of lab coats were interested in this subject. So, as most of us know what an MRI is, the researchers use MRI techniques to measure how much water moves through the brain in any given direction. With that measurement, they use something called diffusion spectrum imaging to learn where white matter connections are in the brain. And with this technique, we have Dr. Brian Wandel had a group of children he was doing research with, and another group came to him and asked if he would add some questions about music training into their profile. So each parent and child, everybody got asked about music training. And just by having this group already together of these 5 to 7-year-olds, he found a 16% variance in kids that had music training and practice than kids that did not. So that was really, that's pretty cool. And then Dr. Elizabeth Spelke research showed an intense visual arts and music and dance all showed increased ability in learning geometric properties. Surprisingly, music and dance training both showed the equal abilities. However, music training showed better spatial abilities, like reading maps and using number lines and things like that. A teaching student of hers wanted to address challenges of teaching mental approximate math. Through her studies with Dr. Spelke, found that there was a very specific location in the brain where you learn that, and by integrating visual arts into her teaching, the capacity of the children to learn that mental math became much easier for them. And the last guy is Dr. Gottfried Schlaug. Most of his research revolves around the corpus callosum, which are the fibers that connect the left brain and the right brain hemispheres. Through brain mapping, he found the connections are much larger in adult musicians, as well as their entire brain being larger than in non-musician adults. That was kind of cool. So hopefully now when your kids come home from school and have their crazy little art projects, or you hear a little person in the neighborhood playing piano, you can smile and just know that their little brains are growing.